After thousands of years, the starless nights have returned. Wherever their darkness falls, landscapes are twisted beyond recognition, and entire cities are swallowed without a trace. Only the light of the Kinfire can protect from the starless nights, and only the town of Tin Lux is known to still possess a Kinfire lantern. From its city gates, members of the Seekers Guild venture out, wielding their Kinfire lanterns, allowing them to journey outside the protected area without fear. Hello and welcome to Setup Phase. In this video we will be setting up Kinfire Delve and go through some rules that you will need to know in order to play. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's see how we got here in the first place. Shuffle the 3 Well-Master cards and pick one to go against. Set it face down in the middle of the table and return the other 2 cards to the box without looking at them. Place the dice and tokens within reach. Place the 4 gauntlet cards to the side. Each player chooses a Seeker and places the Seeker card face up, the Lantern card face down, and then shuffles the remaining cards to form a deck. Each player draws cards based on the number of the player count. So for 2 players, each one draws 7 cards. Shuffle and place the 6 exhaustion cards face down to the side. Shuffle the well cards, draw 4 of them and place them around the well master. After that, discard 3 of them. Make sure to leave a space also for the completed challenges card, which should be different than the place for the discarded challenges. Set the hell die to 10 and choose a player to start. Now that we have set up everything, let's see how you play. In Kinfire, you will complete challenges in order to delve further down the well and face off against the well master. Defeat the well master and you have won the game. On your turn, you will be interacting with one of the 4 challenge cards and attempt to complete it. First, you will need to decide which challenge you want to attempt. For this, take a look at the border color of each challenge card: red, green, and blue. The name and type of the challenge is in the upper right side of the card. The type does not have an inherent effect unless specified by another card. On the upper left side, you can see how much progress is needed in order to complete the challenge. When you attempt a challenge, you can play a card from your hand to help you overcome it. Playing a card is optional, but usually you will choose to do so. The card that you play must match the color of the challenge that you attempt. If you choose to attempt a red challenge, you will need to play a skill card with a red border, a skill card with a double color border, so in our example a red and a blue, or a white skill card which represents a wild color. The upper left side of your card shows how much progress it will add to the challenge. At this point, if you have played a card, the other players can boost it. A skill card can be boosted up to 2 times. To do so, another seeker will play cards from their hand using the bottom part of the card. Here you can see the amount of progress that the card adds as well as the color for the boost. The color for the boost must match the color of the played card by the player whose turn it is, and again, white is wild. Also pay attention as the skill's color as a boost may be different than the color as an action. You cannot boost your own actions in a two-player game. So in our example, the other player played a card which adds another 2 progress. This card can be used to boost either red or green skill cards. Each skill card has a text at the bottom of the card, which can help you in overcoming the challenge. In our example, the Mule Kick card adds 2 more progress if attempting a challenge with no progress on it. In the same way, challenge cards could have some text at the bottom of the card. Italics text is just for flavor. Normal font text is in effect when you are attempting that challenge, while bold text is always in effect, no matter if you are attempting this challenge or another. After the card has been played and boosted or not, the player whose turn it is rolls the 4d6 dice. 3 of them have faces with the colors of the challenges. Each matching color adds 1 progress towards the total. The last die has either light, which adds another progress regardless of the color of the challenge attempted, or darkness, which adds no progress and might have other effects based on the text of the face-up cards. Add the totals, skill cards, boost and dice, and that is the final amount of progress that you have accumulated. If you choose not to play a skill card, you just roll the dice and count up the successes. Also, if no skill card is played, no boosts can be played either. So in our case, we have 2 from the card, 2 because we are attempting a challenge with no progress on it. The other player has boosted us with another 2 progress, and we have rolled 1 red and 1 light for a total of 8 progress against the red card that we are going against. If the total progress is equal to or greater than the amount of the challenge card, you have completed it and you take the rewards. The usual rewards are delving downwards, which means discarding the specified amount of cards from the well deck. The completed challenge is put in the completed challenges pile. If, let's say in our example, the skill card was not boosted by the other player, we would have only 6 progress against the 7 total that the challenge card requires. If your total is less than the amount on the challenge card, add progress tokens to the card equal to the progress made and suffer the penalty. Next time this challenge card is attempted, it will start with a progress on it, so you will only need to make up the difference. The usual penalty is losing health. In this case, you would take down the health, let's say from 10 to 9, and continue on with the turn. Pay attention to the rewards and fail consequences of each card. Some rewards might not be so good, and some consequences for failure might not be so bad. Event cards, so the one with black borders, do not require a skill card or dice to be interacted with. On your turn, you can choose to interact with an event, resolve the text, and add it to the completed pile. So let's say that we have completed the challenge. At the end of the turn, discard all cards that were used to attempt challenges, as well as the cards used to boost the skill card played by the active player. Also, fill up the challenges around the Wellmaster in order to have always 4 showing. You do not draw new cards at the end of the turn. At the beginning of your turn, you can choose to exhaust yourself by discarding all cards, draw up to your hand size, and draw an exhaustion card. If you have no cards in your hand at the beginning, you must exhaust yourself and then continue as normal. Exhaustion cards are always bad. Once they are drawn, they remain in effect until you find a way to get rid of them. They can either hinder or cause you to lose the game. During the game, you'll find ways to charge your lantern, which starts face down. When you do so, turn the lantern card face up. From now on, you have another card that you can use to attempt challenges. It works the same way, so instead of using a card from your hand, you can use the lantern and the progress that it provides. Once the lantern card is used, turn it face down again until you find another way to charge it. When you reach the bottom of the well, so when you need to place a new challenge card but cannot because the deck is empty, you can fight the well master. First, discard all other cards from around the well master. Then flip the well master card face up. Set the 4 gauntlet cards around the well master face up in any order you choose. At the start of the fight, the well master's color is black. As such, you cannot attack it with any skill cards. If you defeat or discard the gauntlet challenges, turn them face down. Once face down, they make the well master vulnerable to that specific color of attack. At this point, you can use a skill card with the matching color to attack the well master. If it is vulnerable to more than one color, you must first declare which color you choose to use for an attack. Continue taking turns as normal until either the well master is defeated or you lose the game by running out of health or due to exhaustion cards. Thank you for spending your time with me. Have a nice day and see you in the next one.